Hey guys, time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So the Deluxe bus here, the 59, is getting deluxe-er. And so by that I mean that today the Deluxe trim started going on. It's not quite all the way on yet. Basically the passenger side here is still not on, but you can see the nose is on. Of course the beading still needs to go in it, which is the sort of rubber trim that'll be the same color basically as the bottom of the bus, sealing wax red. But yeah, it's going right on. Again, the trim that we use is from Grumpy's. We love Wolfsburg West, but in this case, and there are a few cases, not many, their stuff is not the best. We feel like Grumpy's metal has the best trim. It fits the contours of the bus best. The finish of it is the best, and so on. So that comes from Grumpy's. Anyway, but yeah, you can see that's going on nicely. Well, actually, he made it up further than I thought here. So basically made it up to the cargo door. So pretty much the two cargo door pieces and then the passenger door piece are still to go. And then, of course, the beading that goes in them. So yeah, that is coming right along. I think I might have mentioned that Eddie over at Eddie and Dave's Garage is supposed to be rounding us up the Deluxe bumper trim. And so hopefully we'll be getting that very soon. That's the trim that, for those of you that don't know, it looks a lot like this trim here, except it goes on the bumpers, kind of like there. So yeah, hopefully we'll have that in a couple days and get that on the front bumper, install the back bumper, which I believe is ready to install, along with the splash pans and then that molding when it comes in. So yeah, this bus is coming right along. I think Rafa finished up a few things on the door windows today. You can see the latch is on here now. Didn't quite make it to the passenger side yet because we were waiting on one piece of felt, which is the one that goes right in here. We got it now. Actually, also thanks to Eddie, he had kind of a random one. Usually you buy like the whole set, but he had that one piece, which we have now. So we can finish the passenger side door window set there. I think that was the last thing we were waiting on. And then yeah, we've still got a couple skylights that have been fighting us, but yeah, this bus is getting super close here, so maybe like another month or so, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we're kind of getting down to the final details on this thing, so pretty exciting to see this bus coming along. The devil bus, the bus that's literally possessed by the devil. Those of you that follow the channel will know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's pretty much what Mr. Rafa did today. The 64 one family Beetle here, the Bahama Blue Beauty, did get some love today, but not in our shop. It got some love in the form of interior from our neighbors and good friends at Octavio's V-Dub Restoration. So they went and finished installing the custom-made carpet kit. So you can kind of see there, all the way around. So before we had put the body on the chassis, we had them go ahead and do the carpet in the rear area. So that bit was done there, but really you can't do the rest of the carpet until the body and chassis are together. So finally went ahead and had them do that. This is of course real legitimate German square weave carpet here, and these guys are the best, and they pretty much hand make everything. This is not a carpet kit. This is them buying many yards of carpet and then basically like custom making each piece literally to the car. And of course you can see they put on all the edging here that you can see. Freaking amazing. Some of the kits out there are pretty good. They fit okay, but again, every car is a little different, and the kits usually they're just not perfect, and for a car like this we're really kind of going for perfection. So Octavio and team just basically make the kit from scratch, same as they do with the headliner. It's pretty much all made from scratch. They don't buy a headliner kit. They buy the material and start slicing and dicing and sewing and doing their thing. So anyway, yeah, this one got its carpet. So as soon as we get the doors built out, which is one of the next things to do on here, then the door panels will go in, which by the way, we're still waiting on having those made. So Hopefully those will be here in maybe a week or two, a couple weeks. We'll see. We're special ordering those. Those are actually going to come from TMI because they are, to my knowledge, the only company that makes interior panels for these things that has the correct heat pressing where they can put in the lines in them, where they have basically like a big, I don't know, like a waffle iron almost that heat sets the various lines in the panels. You'll see what I mean when we get it, if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you do know what I'm talking about, yeah, I think they're the only guys that have that equipment to make the interior panels actually correct. So that's who's doing it. Anyway, so for me, one thing I want to point out is that the Buggy body is gone. It is actually over today at Brian Washburn's shop, Washburn Metal. They finished the mechanical bit of the chassis, and then the next step was to test fit the body and see what, if any, modifications are going to need to be done to the body when it's at the guy who's going to do the preparation and painting or gel coat restoration, whatever it ends up being on the body. So that's over there today. So kind of a sad blank spot here where that adorable Buggy body's been sitting. Buggy body, kind of fun to say. But we did get back to work today on the Cowlick car, which has been looking kind of sad, kind of hidden back here in the corner. So Jacob was in today and had him help me out. Basically what we did today was we went ahead and put in the fender beading on all 4 fenders. Fenders are all bolted down now. Before they were bolted on, but just loosely. So usually you leave them loose. You kind of insert the fender beading, get it, kind of running along a smooth line, not too high, not too low, and then you kind of tighten up the bolts as you work your way around. And it fights you a little bit, but it's not too bad. You just got to be patient. Usually, like, start on one end, position the beading. You put the beading in the whole thing, but then you start kind of tightening on one end and working your way around and kind of adjusting the beading as you go, and then you can get it to come out nice and smooth like you see here. So those went on today on all 4. So fenders are officially mounted up now, and it's a good thing I'm thin because this is a pretty skinny space here. So once we did that, we went ahead and restored the rear bulb holders. So pulled those all apart and painted them. The finish on them was kind of coming off, so I sprayed them with this really nice kind of aluminum silver spray that we have that provides somewhat of a reflective surface. It's probably honestly about as good as what these things come with. So yeah, I got those all restored, put back together, installed. They're all wired up. So tomorrow I should be getting the screws to actually attach these to the housings, and then the lenses, and of course we'll put bulbs in here. So tail lights will be done. And let's see what else today. So other than that, for this guy, I started restoring some other parts for it. So let's show those. So went ahead and decided to do the pedal assembly myself. Usually for cars we use Scott at Pedal Works, and we exchange the pedal assembly with one of his, and he's does a phenomenal job. For this car, again, we're a little bit cost conscious, so financially it kind of made more sense for me to just go ahead and pull the pedal assembly apart, because everything was pretty nice and tight, and so by that I mean not a lot of slop in the pedals. So I didn't feel like it needed new bushings or anything. It just needed to be cleaned up. So pretty much disassembled it, sandblasted everything, little paint, a little love here and there, and it will go back together nicely tomorrow. I would have put it back together today, but as I was going through it, I discovered this. So those of you that are familiar with this clutch shaft and hook know that this bit right here is not supposed to be that thin. It's supposed to be about, like, say, to there. So you can see how much material. These things kind of get wore out over time, and this is no exception. So got a new one of these shafts coming from Wolfsburg West. It should be here in the morning, and then this pedal assembly can go back together. Likewise, went ahead and pulled apart the handbrake assembly here, and a little cleaning, little painting, and it'll go back together. So, a little cheaper for me to do that than have it powder coated. It doesn't take long at all to clean it and spray some high quality paint on it. So again, just a way to save the customer a few bucks here and there. It kind of adds up. So I think that is pretty much it for today, guys. Pretty productive day in the shop. And so we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.